What's up everybody, it's Rusty Clutch here and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. In today's episode we're going to be starting up Pikmin 2. I know that there hasn't been a Let's Play on my channel for a while, I'm sorry for that. I just wasn't enjoying Pokemon Emerald. It just felt really forced to me and I don't know, like I couldn't get into it. Eventually I stopped recording it, I stopped editing altogether, took a break. I actually took a break from all of YouTube, started with the podcast again. And now, Pikmin 2, because what better way to get back into the swing of things than to do something that I know a lot. So, I know Pikmin 1 a lot, and I also know Pikmin 2 a lot, so yeah. And backstory. So, Hokutate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. I actually have a poster and a t-shirt with that company logo on there. So one day, you know, Captain Olimar's flying through space, and he gets hit by a giant rock, and he crashes on a planet. And there meets the Pikmin. And, you know, assuming that you get the good ending, he escapes. You know, we're not going to talk about the bad ending where he dies and becomes a Pikmin. But in his absence, his employer Hokutate Freight ran into financial difficulties. So that is the premise of Pikmin 2, or the story, backstory, whatever you want to call it. Because we all know we play Pikmin for the backstory, or for the story. You know, not for the gameplay whatsoever. No, definitely not. And if you don't remember, this is Captain Olimar with his giant nose, and Saturn, which is also planet Hokutate. And wow, this company is in shambles, literal shambles. And look at the resident idiot, and resident idiot number 2, president. I think it's just president. I forget what his name is. And then Louis to his right, which both of these guys are very dumb. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad. But, sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. Watch him do the no. And his entire load of golden Pikmin brain carrots was eaten. I love when their eyes bug out like that. So basically, your company is falling under. And he has to sell everything that they own, but the only thing that they actually own is the dolphin, which I think is BS. Cause bro, we literally just got back. Like the first thing we did is get off, and we had to rebuild that entire ship, and it's gone now. Like I got to ride it one time since I fixed it, so we have no money. But luckily, Olimar, being the genius that he is, brought back a bottle cap. And this is my favorite facial expression of all time. You ready? And bam. Louis' face when his eyes bug out always gets me. So we brought back a bottle cap, which apparently is worth money on this planet. Or appraised value, I guess, you know, kind of like loans or whatever. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. It's worth 100 Pokos. That thing's worth 100 Pokos? That's more than a year's salary. So apparently inflation hasn't hit planet Hokutate yet, because 100 is not a lot. You know? So, he's gonna send Louis. I like how... Alright, ready? Olimar. Yeah, I like how the only words that he says that are like understandable are Louis and Olimar. And I like the way he says it. Louis and Olimar. So yeah, now we're in Louis' Rust Bucket, which it's apparently it's got hyperspeed on it, but yeah, or light speed or whatever. Liquid Schwartz. You guys ever seen Spaceballs? That's a dope movie. Also, he dodged the rock this time, made sure not to get hit. That looks like Africa to me. We're in Africa probably, from what I can see. So we are landing in the Valley of Repose. I'm pretty sure Repose has a meeting, but I've never looked it up, so yeah, we're just going to the valley of it. And of course, Olimar, being the outstanding pilot that he is, smacks Louis out of the ship. And Louis crash lands. I think Olimar just is a very bad driver. Like, the dude bought his license at a Hokutation swap meet. That was close. I've averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. Somehow, maybe because we knocked him out. He's not responding via his communicator. He's either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment, look. And it's our good old buddies. Literally, that dude is in that guy's mouth. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. I gotta remember to hit B to like get all the text on the screen at once if I'm gonna read it. Which right now with all these tutorials, like probably not, just because I get tired of reading his tutorials. I mean, I know how to play the game. You know, let's be real here. They seem to remember me. Yes, yes. And oh no. Okay. And no, no, die. I tried to smoosh him, but I couldn't. So we're just gonna throw these suckers up here. So as you can see, we need 15 of them. Where are we gonna get these 15? I think this ship is about to tell us. Attention, Captain Olimar. I have just reestablished my communications with Louis. Why are Olimar and Louis not red and blue this time? I'm confused. This guy's got weird emphasis. It is fortunate. We have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. So, I don't know if you guys tuned in or not to the stream, but I am using an Xbox controller. So I'm not really going off of what he's telling me. I'm just going off of muscle memory. So I know that I should be hitting the top button on the controller. Just kind of going with the flow here. Louis, allow me to assess your condition. As per our safety protocols, are you at all injured? I mean, he might have smacked his face into the ground. His imprint is literally right there. Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Yes, yes, start, yes, okay. So yeah, Louis smacked the ground right there. I'm kind of sad that I can't, like, oh look, even his antenna's in the ground. I'm sad that I can't, like, walk into his little hole right there where he smacked himself. So yeah, let's walk all the way over here. And oh, what is this? Oh, Magic Watson. Ta-da. Alright, yeah, shoot that bad boy out. Perfect. What I don't understand is that like the only seed that it has? Oh, every time Louis' face does that, it gets me. And this is just like the perfect still image of it. Like what I don't understand is why the onion understands to eject the seed out, like when one of the captains gets up to it. Because you know, in the first game it did it for Olimar, and in this game it does it for Louis. It doesn't even know who Louis is. And then we have red Pikmin. Mala, 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 mala. And ta-da! So yes, more tutorials. And then yes. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Louis really likes pick carrots, so he thinks he can eat this. Also, he's terrified of it. And then he like looks back. Are you still there? Also, and then they break the fourth wall because they look right at me. Which is kind of cool, but at the same time, like, kind of like, you broke the fourth wall. What is wrong with you? And I missed. Yeah, there you go. Get that. Pikmin AI in this game is way better than Pikmin AI in the first game. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because in the first game, if you set Pikmin to like knock down a pellet posy, they would just stand there after they knocked it down. Like they wouldn't pick it up. And these guys pick it up and actually still stay in your group. So like if you notice that it doesn't go pale, it knows that it needs to return to me as soon as it's done taking the pellet. It's like, watch, I'll throw this guy there. Let him take care of that. Have these guys each take care of each one of these. One here and one here. So, do you see how he's red? And he's not pale? He knows that he's still a part of my group. So he should come back to me once he's done. Which is honestly, like, perfect. You know what I mean? I mean, the AI isn't perfect, but for this first circumstance, it works pretty alright. Not gonna lie. So we're gonna get our numbers up real quick. Get these suckers going. Up, come here. You, and you, and you. And then 2 more. And we have 11 now. Come on. Which we only need 10 more. So we're going to drop one of these guys right here for our first product placement. So yeah, Pikmin 2 is going to be littered with product placements. Like, you're going to see a lot of brands that you recognize. Which is crazy. Because, like, I mean, when I think about it, like when I think about like nowadays, like product placement and stuff, like how much these companies probably paid to get their item, and like how much did Duracell pay to be the first item in Pikmin 2? Like, I've seen that Duracell battery so many times, like throughout my childhood. It's crazy. So yeah, we are now reunited, and Olimar is actually a gymnast because he can do backflips. Yes, hello, sir. Yay, we're finally reunited. So yes, more tutorials. Okay, got it. So basically, Louie or Olimar they work as like a Pikmin whenever they're with you. So he follows me around and he does like secondary stuff. Like if we're both together at an onion, we will both pick the items, or not the items, the Pikmin. If I'm fighting an enemy, I believe Olimar will fight the enemy as well. Like if I'm punching it, which the punching in this game, pretty A1, not gonna lie. It got a lot better than it was in the first game. Also, I can disband him like I can with the other Pikmin. Kind of said that in this game, whenever like you tap the disband button and you don't have any Pikmin, it doesn't do the sound anymore. Because what I would do is in the first game, I would run around with no Pikmin and just like rapidly tap the button to disband them, and like eventually I would get like silent disbandments. Or also if you like tap the whistle enough times, like get like this double tap going, you can blow the whistle and no sound comes up, but you can have like a full whistle, which is, so yeah, it's just some pretty cool stuff. So as you can tell, they're not strong enough. They need more Pikmin. So that's what these guys are doing. Luckily, they give us exactly the right amount of Pikmin that we need for the first day. So 6 here, and it's going to give us another 4. And we will have 20, which is exactly what we need to carry this battery. It's almost like they intended it. As you can see, Louie helps out, except when he tries to pluck the same Pikmin I'm plucking. I said the AI was good. I didn't say it was perfect. So yeah, let's get these suckers on this Duracell battery. It's just weird. Like, it's just weird to me because how many times do you see like items in games? Like any other game, this would just say battery on it. Or it would be like a spoof of battery. Or Duracell. It'd be like, I don't know. What's a clever like spoof of Duracell? Curacao. Yeah, I would say like Curacao or something like that. And they wouldn't have paid anything. But they have actual items here. And it's a D battery, so you know this sucker's packing. Watch, let's see if I can zoom in real quick. It has 1.5 volts, yep, and it expires March 2010. So this battery is actually busted, and there's probably acid leaking all over my Pikmin. So they might start hallucinating right now. I'm not too sure. Speaking of volts, I took a engineering course this past quarter, and literally gave me gray hairs, I think. Like, I mean, I think I have a couple gray hairs already, but this class gave me so much stress that I never want to see a circuit again in my life. And I'm a computer engineer, so it's kind of a problem, but I think I'll get over it eventually. So yeah, our first item, and done. And we turn invisible, because we're actually ghosts. Ooh. We can rotate it around and take a good look at it. He also names all the items we bring to him, so he named this one the Courage Reactor. And as you can see, we've made 280 bucks toward our goal of 10,000 Pokos to pay back the debt. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I don't know about that. It's only $280, but you know, we'll be fine. I took the liberty of naming it when I praised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Once again, inferring that he can think. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. Tooting his own megaphone now, I see. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hocotate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. I don't know why he adds emphasis to some words and not to others. Like when he was talking about the captains earlier. Like it was like, oh, I gotta emphasize the captains. And then he didn't do it after that. So I have no idea. But that's neither here nor there because we are entering our ship and escaping the dangerous perils that wait for us below. You know, the terrible creatures that we would never be able to defeat and we would die to, and it's literally one Bulborb. So yeah. Eventually there'll be more creatures, but as of right now, there's only one Bulborb that we have to be afraid of. So today's report, this is now the new end of day screen. It's going to give us the funds earned, which we only got one thing, but hey, progress is progress, right? And then it'll give us the Pikmin. So as you can see, there's 4 more slots for 4 more different types of Pikmin. And if we hit Z, we swap to the death screen, which luckily no Pikmin have died so far, which would be a bad thing because we actually needed exactly 20 to get the battery. So yeah. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Good old president checking in on us. So yeah, let's save the game right there. And that's the end of the first episode. So yeah, very tutorial heavy. It's the first day, so it's, you know, pretty consistent with other games. So yeah, in the next episode we'll be revisiting the Valley of Repose because we can't do anything else. Real quick before I end, I would like to show you guys 2 new things that were added into the game. So you have the Piccolopedia, which shows all enemies that you defeated. So we've defeated Dwarf Red Bulborbs and Pellet Posies. Keeps count of like how many you've defeated, how many Pikmin you've lost to them, how much they're worth. Has Olimor's notes, you can feed them, just extra stuff. And then the treasure hoard, so we can see what we've collected. Shows a Scourge Reactor, we can get some notes on it. We've recovered our first treasure, amazing. The Pikmin remember how to salvage it. I can't understand their adorable language, da 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 da. Not really that important, but nice little feature. So, let's go back to the air selection. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.